Hello everybody, today is the anniversary of the death in 1640 of Peter Paul Rubens in Antwerp, one of the great artists of the Baroque period, renowned throughout Europe, and one of his paintings was of Pentecost. And in this picture he portrays the event that was celebrated on Sunday as a coming of the Holy Spirit with tongues of flame and wind and all the rest of it, as that passage in Acts describes. Rubens takes it literally and highlights for us, of course, how impossible it is to take that as a literal description of what happened. Because what happened on that Sunday was clearly something much more internal, something that couldn't really be portrayed and could only be described in terms of images, which sound, when it's on paper, you realise they are images. When it's portrayed like Rubens does it, you realise it's just been taken literally and shouldn't have been. Rubens was a very, very gifted man. He was not only one of the best-known artists of his generation, he also managed and ran a highly successful business operation with huge numbers of apprentices and fellow artists working together in his workshop to produce pictures that were sold all over Europe. He was also used, because of his well-regarded position, as a diplomat by various politicians who wanted him to take their message to other countries. A diplomat of the highest regard. And he did a lot of these things at the same time. Somebody is reported to have gone into his workshop where he was working to see that while he was painting, he was also having some Tacitus read to him and dictating a letter all at the same time. Here was someone with enormous gifts and energy. And I think one of the things about the Holy Spirit that we celebrate is that it is the source of our gifts. St. Paul talks about the gifts of the Spirit and recognises that so many of the things that we are gifted at doing are in the Christian way of thinking, coming from the Spirit's involvement in our lives. And so today I just want to celebrate what gifts I have. Sometimes it's not an arrogant thing to do, just to count them and to be aware of how lucky we are, or how well provided by God we are, whichever way you look at it, to have these gifts and to be able to use them in ways that bring us interest in life, and hopefully also ways of offering joy and support to others.